How's everyone doing tonight? Welcome to the Snare Man podcast. And tonight we will be making some more Pennsylvania snares. It's a 3/32, 48 inches long, but this time it'll be 7x7 cable. Now the difference between the 7x7 cable is it's much more flexible than the 119 cable, which is a lot stiffer cable. Okay, it is a little harder to put a load in the 7x7. I mean, it could be done, you know, it's not totally impossible, but it's a lot more flexible cable. So these are pre-cut and pre-marked with a deer stop mark and a loop stop mark, and we've put a little load in it. So what we do is we put a breakaway device on a micro lock. Pennsylvania requires a breakaway device on their snares. It's so that, say you catch, say, a cow or a horse, he just kicks his foot and it just opens right up and the animal just walks away, no harm done. So we put the snare on there, pull it all the way to the end. Okay, and we take a deer stop, put the deer stop on there. And the state requires a deer stop. A lot of states require deer stops. This way, when it cinches down, it won't close no more than a 2-inch opening. And this way, if a deer gets his foot caught in there, deer just shakes his foot, kicks his foot right out, walks away unharmed. So I put the deer stop on there. Then we take a piece of support tubing for your support wire. You need your support wire to hang the snare. And we're going to use another deer stop for your loop limit stop that keeps the loop from exceeding more than 12 inches in diameter. Then we're going to use a 9-gauge swivel. That'll be for the end. We're going to use a small washer to keep the swivel from binding up on the end. And of course on the end we use a double ferrule. This way that'll never pull out. Cinch it down. Put a couple crimps in the ferrule. The ferrule's on there nice and good. And pull the swivel down. Take our loop limit stop. Move it down to the pre-measured mark on the snare here. All right, put a little crimp in it, holds it right on the cable there, and we come up to the other end. Pre-measured mark on the snare. When I cut the cables to length, I pre-measured where the deer stop goes, and I just put a little crimp in the deer stop to hold the deer stop in the right spot. So see if it deer snare won't close no more than that. Deer could just shake his foot, get his foot out. And then let's open up the snare a little bit. And it's about a 9-10 inch loop. Good loop for coyotes. And that's a Pennsylvania snare.